Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Fantom. So Fantom is in a very interesting situation here now. The problem that we have here is that we are getting really close. Well, it's not really a problem, but we're getting really close to key support. So what we need to understand is that we've got here an area that is relevant for a possible fourth wave support, which is the 42.4 cent level. A sustained break below that level will make this wave 4 basically very unlikely. Which means if we drop below 42 cents, we have to assume with a high likelihood that this is not a wave 4 anymore and that we will not get another fifth wave. Which leaves us with only 3 waves to the upside. And if we only have 3 waves to the upside, then this could create a bit of a problem. And we only have a possible ABC structure here. Yeah. There are different ways of how this can be counted, but you could even put that B wave here. But yeah, there are different ways of how this can be counted. But the problem I have with that is that this could then just be a 3-wave move up. Yeah. And if the support doesn't hold, it will probably continue with a bear market. So we are really in the pivot, or at the pivot point, yeah, in the decision area. That's always what I always say, trade the pivots, don't trade the count, because nobody knows the future. But we know now that we are in this area. This is the area that is basically splitting a count in which we get a fifth wave from a bearish count where we can come down very much or much lower. Yeah, where we have lower support, and I'm going to talk about that as well. But this is now an area where we can turn around. If we don't, we have to face a much deeper drop and risk continuing with a bear market. It has retraced off or since that moment here, when we talked about the uptrend is probably over. Remember, I gave you the trend line and said if we break below the trend line, we probably start with wave 4. So from that point, it moved down now 21%. But off the high, the absolute high, which was also one of our targets, 65 cents, a fib extension target, is moved down 32%. So these are areas where it's starting to get interesting again to maybe get into it. Yeah. But I would, obviously, when you just buy now, you're catching the falling knife. So, I mean, you can catch the falling knife, but then be aware that this can drop much further. I think just in this moment, Bitcoin is losing support as well. So yeah, I would even allow it to come down a little lower, maybe to 40 cents. The reason for 40 cents is that we have a lot of support, previous resistance basically in this region around 40 cents. But below that level, I have to assume it's not a wave 4 anymore. And that we come down possibly to continue the bear market. There will be further support. I mean, if we then look at the entire move up, next support would then be 35 cents, 27, but below 27, it's basically over. Yeah, then it has failed to create an impulse. It could still be another 1-2-1-2 setup, but what I try to say is below 40 cents. Yeah, and if I take the fibs of the entire move, we get to the 40 cent level. If we drop below that, it's getting unreliable, I would say. Yeah, and then we get into an unreliable situation here. So at the moment, if you look at key targets, A wave down, yeah. So we measure basically, let me just do that again. Not sure if I really got all the key levels here. We measure to the A wave down, to the B wave up, and then key target here, actually 39 cents. That's the target, yeah, because we broke below the 1-to-1 ratio. I mean, you still have local fib target at for the wave C at the 1.272 extension, 43.5 cents, then 42.12, and the absolute, really the maximum it should do is 39. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to move down the support area to 39 to indicate that we have basically the last acceptable level really at 39, because this is the target for the C wave. Yeah, basically the maximum. It shouldn't really do much more. So 39 cents, but this is really just an extended target, and normally below 40 it will already get unreliable. Okay, just wanted to highlight that. And as long as this is holding, we could still get a fifth wave. The reason why I allow here maybe for a deeper wave 4 is, first of all, the 1.618 extension of the A wave. That's a target for a C wave. And obviously a wave 4 really only would get invalidated technically if it breaks below the wave 1 high, yeah, which is at 27, 26 cents. Also, we only have 3 waves down at this stage. And as long as we only have 3 waves down, I can count it as an ABC. And also, the wave 2 was a rather shallow one, I would say. Yeah, it was a rather shallow one. So the wave 4 can be a little bit steeper. Yeah, okay, so it reached here sort of the 61.8 fib. Okay, it's not that shallow. But still, if you consider the strength of that move, it might need a little longer to really get stable again. So I'm going to observe that. It can be aware that from this blue area, yeah, it can turn around at any point. So be ready for that. But at the moment, we haven't seen any signal that the move down is over. In fact, if I really go onto the maybe the 15-minute chart, if I look at this, I mean, it looks like this might have been a wave 1 here. Yeah. Maybe here the wave 2, and we're now in the 3rd wave of the C wave, so this could still come down a bit lower. 1, 2, and then a 1, 2 in 3. Here the 3 of 3, and we might still head a bit lower. So this is yeah, this is where we are currently with Fantom. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.